The secret to the Aries rising might be frightening compared to the person who has the sun in Aries. And what they've done with the astrology and the zodiac amusement park version of that field of information is, well, they had to grab at the sun sign and make that what you are in astrology is your sun sign, when really it's your rising sign, the sign that was rising when you were born. The very minute and the very minute you were born, what sign was rising is your sign, is your birth sign. It's your birth sign. Your sun sign is just the sign that the sun was in during that day. That day, there was a certain minute um, uh, that you can trace when it entered into that degree, but it's not your sign. It's not your birth sign. That's your sun sign. That's your, like, you could say that's your day sign. That's the sign that you have an ambition. Uh, that's your ambition. I'm a Libra. My ambition is I aim for Librian matters, but I'm an Aries. I was born when the sign of Aries was rising at around sunset, opposite the sun in Libra, and I'm an Aries rising. So my point is okay. So there's a way that Aries, the sun in Aries is a very strong. It's exalted. If I get it right, the sun is exalted in Aries. It's like the best place to have the sun ever. It's when it's just, if you want a place for the sun to be, you have an Aries child, because um, well, it depends on where that darn sun is. You want a sun that was born with Aries rising, which everything's at home, and with an Aries sun, because now this person is a master. I mean, it's just, and the thing is you can time births. You can time births, and they do. Um, I noticed that they do this thing with this. It's very, they really try to grab when you're going to be born, and especially what time of day. And so the cesarean sections, they always wait, and they, of course, there's some medical reason they probably made up for it, but no, they're controlling the kind of people that walk on the planet. If they're all born from 12 midnight, particularly 2. A lot of people, they were born at 2 in the morning. Why? That's when they give a cesarean section. Why? Because somebody knows astrology, and they're controlling the atmosphere that would be the people. There's, that would be the people. I never talk about how important the people's mind is to reality and how people are reality, because nobody qualifies to hear that information, not in the West. It's all just trying to bring them up from having spiraled down, because they think they're going up with that. They think, no, we have to look at our minds more. And the more you look at your mind, the more you're just going to spiral down. You rise above the mind. And then now you qualify to be this other kind of thinker. You actually qualify to listen to your thoughts then and go with that. It's just as above, so it is not below, baby. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just because the above can see what's happening here, and it's the same thing that's going on, but the below can't see that, and they sure do mistake the whole thing. They just say, and me too, and me too, and me too. And there's nothing you can do about it because they can't really see. They're looking down all the time at the mind. If you're gonna chase the mind around, you're chasing a loser around, man. That thing is trying to stay alive just from you trying to chase it. But here I am trying to tell you something that I've lost it, man. I have a toothache. There's a lot going on with me that, yeah, I was talking about the Aries. The Aries, you're not gonna you're not going to, you narcissists judge a book by its cover. You don't know truly spirited people and how that they. I've known one up close, an Aries person up close, who died, and he did it just the way that Aries are warriors on the battlefield. I mean, there's a certain way that these signs will do a certain thing, and an Aries does it in a very, like, I am the way I want to do it, and I do it my way. And a lot of them are just, I love, you gotta love an Aries sun. Find an Aries sun. If you have a friend, it's good that it's amazing that you slowed one down, an Aries sun, to for some reason they saw that you needed some kind of backing, because they're just a warrior, and they're like, energy of such that, yes, I agree, likable, yes, and we are both one. I am as that too, and I am all. That's what they're saying. It's like, yeah, baby, the truth, yes, becomes alive when you can be at home with all of that. It's just home right now, and that could be anything. And it's very resilient, and it's very it's the I am. It's like, try to kill reality. Don't wait for me to exhibit signs of, well, it sure didn't seem like she was suffering. You can't tell, honeys. We're not here to give you loosh. Life is full of suffering. Now, what quality is it? If it's just the suffering that life is, shut up. Life is suffering. That's just the way it is. You breathe into it. You have these moments that are so getting pretty fucking intense, and it's really each individual's responsibility to learn how to take care, and really to take care of each other. Right now, I'm terrified of the public. Right now, I am terrified of the public, and there's a reason. You guys don't really, you're not really handing out things. If you're unhealthy and you're in a state of weakness and stuff, now this is an Aries rising talking. It's an Aries person that I'm saying, you know what, I'm not that weak. You don't know what I've been practicing here, living alone in the mountains. So if I call you and ask you that I need cooking oil, what I'm saying is that I already milked every possibility of having oil, and that includes looking over at the fucking peanut butter and seeing the fucking oil that has separated on top, and using that peanut oil to do my potatoes that morning. So I called this other person. I can't believe I'm talking about this, but they thought that they would tell me, very helpful, to just use butter or margarine. I said cooking oil. Babes, when I say cooking oil, lard, butter, what the fuck do you think I'm talking about? I guess that person just thought I was Barbie doll saying, well, I ran out of lipstick. Do you have any of this certain color? Well, she's like, no, just mix them two together and make it. Get the fuck out of my face. And all of you will be in my position. In about 3 years, you're going to see. I've been set up. I've been practicing. I'm about ready to take my I just want to thrill you guys by taking my shirt off and wearing and just, I have my orange shirt on here. My classic orange shirt videos that I'm making. Woo! You don't know an Aries rising until you're just real time, and I am going to go quiet, believe it or not, because it's just so fucking draining to have to explain the unexplainable. Will you please wake up and look into reality? The I am. And that's all. What do you mean that's all? That's all! All of it! Right now. Right now, give in. You have no control, but it's here. It's flashing very quickly, but it's here, and it's solid, but it's not. What are you going to do? I hope it plays the guitar.